Hi, my name is Jay, and I want to walk you through how to create a spin and expense API sandbox within Bill's API platform. Our documentation will walk you through how to do this, and you'll have an access form that you can click, and you'll enter some test or dummy company information. None of this has to be real, right? So we'll create a company called Betty's Bikes. I'll add my email here and enter my first and last name. Okay, we'll create that company. It's going to take a few seconds for that to generate. And when it does, it's going to generate an API token. This is the token that you can use to test your API requests. It's just for your sandbox environment. You can create API tokens in your production environment as well. So I'm going to actually copy this API token that was just generated, and I'm going to store it someplace safe like a password manager, right? I'm also going to copy my API URL. In addition to that, I need to set up a password for my spin and expense sandbox environment. So I'll do that really quickly here. And once I do that, it's going to ask me for some additional information. Again, this does not have to be real. I'm going to make up an address here. We'll call it 110 Main Street. Um, and we'll agree to the terms and conditions. Now, when I hit continue there, I am now in the spin and expense sandbox environment. This is the user interface. Okay. I can see that there's already preloaded credit card transactions within this environment. There are budgets that are created. There are virtual cards and physical cards within the system. And if I want to add additional budgets or people or reimbursements, I can do this from within the spin and expense sandbox. But I also want to make sure that I'm able to test my API requests with the API token that was generated. So I'm going to flip over into Postman, and I've already copied in that URL that was provided with additional endpoints. Our API documentation shows you all of the endpoints that you can use within our API. I'm going to request all of the transactions um, in my sandbox environment. Now, one thing that I do need to do is that API token that was just generated, I'm going to copy and put that in my request. And then I'm going to make sure that I'm able to successfully get a result, a response with those transactions. As you can see, that was successful, and I'm able to see those transactions that are in the sandbox environment. So hopefully this was helpful to talk about how easy it is to create that sandbox environment and start testing your API requests. Thank you.